Hi Pisces, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is a reading for you or whoever is drawn to this video, is what I've started to say. And this is for the 25th of April. And for the very near future is what I'm asking about. And I've stopped to put an end date to it. So if you find this a month or 6 months later and you feel like it resonates with you, it's still your reading. I've started to incorporate the frequency of the number into the reading, like have that as a basis of the reading to build on. I'm a sucker for numbers and I thought, why not use them? So 25 is beautiful because we have number 2 is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And number 5 is about change and life path. Something is changing in your life right now and you're on your life path. You're never really off your life path, but you might consider you to be off. But this is when you're on your life path and you like where you're at. And then combining those two, 5 plus 2 equals 7, which is like a resting place, or like on the seventh day he rested. So it's like you built something over time, and now it's time to reap the rewards. Now it's time to sort of have what you built up towards. Does that make sense? So let's see specifically, Pisces, really what's going on for you for the very near future. And I ask for just the most uplifting, inspiring uplifting message that I can get. If you don't like the shuffle, please fast forward. I just had a little schmecken for the road, just before I started this reading, so I'm a bit in my mouth. I'm sorry. Okay, you were right there, so I'm going to continue there. Third card is really taking its time, and every time I shuffle, I don't know if you hear that, but that's my chair sort of making a little noise. Quite funny. Can we have a third card, please, for Pisces, or Pisces, as we say? Third card. Something. And the first card out here is patience and planning. Ooh, there's some sun. Wow. Okay. So you might feel like at first it was like, it took a bit of time and I needed some patience, but then it just all fell out at the same time. Wow. Sorry if that was really loud for some of you ears. Oh my goodness. Okay, so number 7. I just talked about number 7. I do apologize. The program in the computer reverses the images of the cards, and I'm keeping it in for now. So this is number 7. It's the completion of something. There's no more to be done. It's you've done all you could. You completed all you could. You thought all you could. You did all you could. On the 7th day he rested. So we're waiting for something to come in now. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Gemini. That is vågen or tvilling in Swedish. It says patience and planning on the bottom. So I feel like there's some sort of, just be cool now. Like, just be cool. Just keep your cool. Keep your calm. Ha is i magen. Swedish. And just wait for it, because it's a red border, so you're laying a new ground here, you're laying a new foundation for something, you're starting something really cool. And if that is like just a feeling that not one particular area or one particular like theme in your life, but just an overall feeling, because I feel with the rest of the cards coming out here, it's really grand. And I don't see one particular area is what we're shifting. We're shifting it all. We're shifting the we're shifting you. Okay? And as I said that, it says 5, just 500 on the clock. So that is life path, that is change. Okay? So just be patient as much as you can now. It's like we're looking at this blueprint at first. This is what you sketched. It's like you wished for something, you sketched it out, and then here it has come to reality. So this is just a sketch that you drew on a piece of paper, and now we're stepping into this reality. It also could be that there's justice being made, that there's justice, like there's balancing out in your life now, or a feeling of whatever you sent out over time now is starting to come back to you. And then we have this gorgeous heart chakra card. If you don't speak chakra language, that's just all about your heart center. Number 4 is also about building foundation. So there's something that's really, it's a matter of the heart. It's a heart matter. It's something that is dear and near to your heart, something that you really are passionate about. Excuse me. And just opening up that heart center, just feeling close to everything, feeling involved, feeling connected in to whatever's going on around you. Again, I don't feel a specific theme. I don't feel a specific subject that we're talking about. I feel like this is just how you're navigating right now, and that you're opening your heart center way, way, way more than you ever done before. So there's some sort of new foundation being laid due to something that has your heart being opened. And here's a black border, which is all about the universe is backing you up. The universe is with you on this one. The universe is really with you on anything, but you and the universe is in accordance with this one. And then we had like that was like first. Okay, we're doing this first. We're talking about the heart, and it's a heart matter, and that you need a bit of patience now, but still planning, because we're moving along. It's happening. Something is happening. And then almost simultaneously, I'm going to take these first. We have yet. So I'm starting with, which one first? I'm starting with that first. So we have here number 5 again. So 5 on today's date, 5 showed up on the clock, and then number 5 here. And so there is some sort of change happening for you now, and you're on your life path. You're on the way to something that you want. You're on the right track. New red border, we're laying a new foundation, a new ground is being built right now. And it seems like you're doing that this is exactly what I mean. I can't pinpoint one thing, like it feels, it's a general reading, obviously, so it's still, I would say something like that, but I would still feel a draw to say, this feels more businessy, or this feels more, this is about a friend, or this is about this, or whatever. But this is like all the areas, it really covers all the areas. I mean, the colors, how they're portrayed is more like your throat. This is more speaking your truth. What do you want? Who are you these days? This is more your spiritual path combined with your romantic partnership. And then we have a huge, more so in the foundation, that the foundationing is being laid, because we have 2 fingers there. And then we have the green, which is all about the heart again, like the heart matter. So we're doing a lot of things. We're shifting a lot of things, or stepping into a lot of things at once, simultaneously. On the bottom it says financial and material changes. And I don't feel like it's for the worse. I feel like it's for the better. It's something that you've been waiting on. There's this path. You want to be on this path. And then we have yet another red border. Foundation is being laid. There's a new foundation, new ground. And this is called material harvest. It's number 9. So both I'm getting, like there's an ending. We're ending something now and stepping into this most beautiful, this new place, newfound place. I just have to say though, through this reading, it's almost like I'm reading for you and your partner. So if you're single, if you're separated, waiting for somebody to come back, if you're in an already committed relationship, it doesn't really matter is what it feels like. Because if you're single and you're just about to meet somebody, or you just have met somebody, or you haven't met them but you're like 2 weeks away, or however this like is playing out in your life right now, I feel like this reading is for you, and it's like your sidekick, it's like your wingman, it's like they're right there, wing woman, it's like they're right there with you. That's just a feeling I'm getting. Like, this reading is for you, Pisces. But everything that I say, I feel this incorporation of this person being right next to you. Okay? So number 9, an ending. But number 9 is also about unconditional. Like, yes, you're so happy. It's like almost not taking it for granted. I don't want to say that, because that means like that's a whole other energy. But there's something about, you know, that you're covered these days. You know that financially you're fine. You have food on the table. You've got good friends. There's this foundation that's really gorgeous, and your things that are coming into your life is like something you expect to come. It's like it's not that much of a struggle anymore. So the material harvest is just something that keeps growing. Rather than anything, you're adding on and adding on. And because you come from a place, it's like the more you have, the more you have. The more you know, the more you know. Like speaks to like. It's like it attracts more of the same. So you just keep growing this. You keep growing this harvest through this new foundation. It just keeps growing and becomes better and better and grander is what I feel. Like you have the sun in your back. It's really beautiful. But with this number 9, it's almost like, that's the paradox of law of attraction, and that's the crappy part with law of attraction, is that when you're really down and out and really on the bottom, that's when law of attraction is at its worst, because it's bringing you more. It's bringing you more so that you can feel that you really are. Not so that you can feel, but it's matching what you're feeling. So if you're already on the bottom, you're gonna attract more things that make you feel like you're really on the bottom, right? And when you're there, you feel the most like you need maybe money. You need a person in your life. You need friends. You need help. You need support. You need this job, whatever that is. But once you're there, like once you're on the other side of that, once you feel like, no, I'm good. I got everything I need. No, money's good. Just eating. No, I went around the world yesterday. Like I'm a bit overdoing it here now, but it's really sunny. But there's like a feeling of, no, I'm good. I'm complete. And therefore it's very unconditional. Like when you're no longer in a fight to get what you want or get what you need, then the things start coming. That's the paradox. It feels like, well, hello, more money. I almost don't need you now, but it's good. It's good to have. I think you know what I mean. You just keep expanding, but when you are expanding like that, and when you are on this good side, you have the possibility to become very unconditional. It's like you understand all these things that are in front of you, all these things that you have accumulated. That is you. That is on your doing. That you have created this over time. I hope you still see me. This is what's important. Yeah, you've accumulated things over time, but there's like now you understand it really isn't about the money, because you felt what it's like to be without money and you felt what it's like to be with money. And you would probably say something like, of course it's easier. Of course it's easier with money, but the money in itself, that's once you have it, you understand that wasn't really the thing at all. And of course it's easier with a car. Of course it's easier with a house. But you understand it's unconditional. It's not about the thing or the things anymore. Once you have those, you realize it's not so much about that. So, and you get that. Then, yes. And so this is going to be so helpful for me. It's so interesting because I got this card for was it Capricorn? Or it could be Capricorn or Sagittarius, but it really helped me to sort out. So then today, because normally I would say, because you would get a card and they're not showing whatsoever the same thing, like the same symbolism rarely comes out twice within the same card. There is a little add-on here, I have to say though. This is called Temptation, and it's number 15. So 15 is, number 1 is all about new beginnings, and there we have the life path again. So there's change, and like feeling like you're on the right track right now. There's a vibe in this card, or what's coming through, I should say, is that every once in a while you would be tempted to think that this is a bit too good to be true. This is it's going too well. Yeah, I just keep expanding and it's going a bit too well. What is wrong? Like you're not used to this. You're not used to having it this way. And so if the money's good, the money keeps increasing. So the money is a theme within itself, and that is now taken care of. So now the relationship is being altered and really good, or just the fact that you're bringing in somebody in your life, and so then that's taken care of, and then the next theme is sort of being taken care of. And so it's on a really, instead of like so many people have been for such a long time on a downward spiral, you're now on an upward spiral, and it's what it's supposed to be. At one point we need to shift things around and start to have the cake that we baked during the freaking upbringing. So of course everything is as it should be, but I feel like every once in a while you feel tempted to sort of visit with the thoughts that say, I wonder how long this is going to last, or this is a bit too good to be true. When is the other shoe going to drop? What is lurking around the corner? Something like that. But also for you guys, I see this comet. This is a key. This is a large key. And that guy is holding his hand over, he's really buff. So in between his little, I don't know, breast muscles there, there's also a key. Maybe you don't see that, it's so tiny. But there's like a small key over your chest, over your heart, like the key to your heart. And then there's this huge key outside of you that is like a comet. The comet is coming in here. Half of it is lit. Half of it is lit, and half of it is sort of still a bit in the shadow, or hasn't been lit. And I just feel like this comet that is coming in is just one half of it. Or 1/3 of it. You've only, the life that you're living right now is only 1/3 of what is about to just explode into your life. It's almost like, I don't do a tarot reading. I don't know any. I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about it, because I don't. But I do know the Tower moment. The Tower moment in tarot speaks about dramatic change, like big changes for you, and most often changes that you don't like or don't want. But I feel like this is sort of like a Tower moment, but excuse me, a Tower moment with a change that you want, but it's like in a huge caliber. It's like something like, oh my God, this has happened and it's so good. But there's some sort of change there. The universe is backing up. We have a black border. So it's really gorgeous. And then 1 + 5 = 6. So that's the totality of you. That is the heart matter. That's the heart chakra. And the when you're so like in tune with your intuition, in tune with your inner being. God, it's so sunny. And then we have these gorgeous little guys. I love them. So let's just do number 6 first again. Number 6, the totality of you, the love between you and like the connection between you and your inner being. We have yet another red border. So it's the 4th red border, guys. So there's a brand new foundation. You really are focused on the foundation, like having the core, if that's a core family, core business, core health, core whatever. Like there's a ground you're building from, like the ground up, and it's really cool. It says material and spiritual prosperity. And on the other one we had material harvest, and then we had financial and material changes. So there's a lot of focus on what you manifesting right now. Material, spiritual prosperity. It just brings in all the stuffs that you want. It brings clarity and balance to your spiritual self. It's really, the vibe in this reading is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I just love the fact that this is sort of telling of coming in pairs. So this is sort of what I mean. This is you, Pisces. You're standing there and you're looking out over what you've achieved and accomplished. But everywhere you look, you're sort of having this counterpart with you, this wingman with you, or wing woman with you. Like there's two, and there's two, and there's two, and there's two, and this fountain thing is coming as a pair as well. So again, it's talking about justice. It talks about the balancing out of whatever you put out there to the world for such a long time is now coming back. It's like a wheel of fortune. We're reaping what we've sown. It's eating the fruits now. Absolutely gorgeous. And then so dramatic. Then 21, the universe. So 21 for me is like the lucky number. Lucky in love, lucky in finances, lucky in maybe play the lottery, maybe play, like go bet on something that you, if that's horses or whatever you're playing on. This is your lucky number 21. 21 is all about, so number 2 is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And number 1 is all about new beginnings. And then adding those two up becomes number 3. And that's all about passion, creativity, fun, joy. It's an awesome, awesome number frequency. And it's the universe card. It says the universe on the bottom. And it's a black border, which is the universe. But it is the universe card itself. So that is like you. You are an extension, and you are, all of a sudden, you're an extension of the universe. In my book, you're always an extension of the universe. It's like we have the 0 point, which is just the 0 point, which is nothing and everything all at the same time. And then on this denser plane, it looks like it's lower or better, you don't say that, but we think this is heavy, but this is like the most gorgeous in the very front of everything. Like we've become human. Yes, we're in that 0 point vibration. It just 0 point. It's just an isness. It's just a be. And we're like, if you were to measure yourself, you're holding a certain vibration, and so you're the personalization of that 0 point vibration. I hope you're following me now, and so we are that every day, breathing every day. One might wonder what makes us breathe, right? So that is just with us every day, every single day. So I'm not saying that all of a sudden you're becoming this extension from the universe, or from the 0 point, or from source, or whatever you want to call it. Some call it God. I prefer not to say that because it adds on so much religion. But there's something to it that right now you are the face. You are the face of the universe. You are in alignment with the universe. There is not much that you don't feel isn't in alignment. a more fun way of saying that is you're feeling like almost everything is in alignment with you these days. Or you're starting to see that things are falling into place now. It's like you're feeling rather content with everything. And even though I'm not saying that everything is like picture perfect around you, like things aren't happening, or with this pandemic that's going on, or wherever you read, you listen to this reading, we might be long gone after the pandemic, but right now there's a virus going on around the globe, and there could be other things happening in your life. I'm not saying there's just complete stillness, and it's never ever going to be complete stillness, or the world would not continue to be. We need that evolution all the time. We need that evolution, and so the contrasting moments are just going to keep happening. That's for our growth, and that's really good. But you don't care. You're like virus schmirus. Maybe not, but you're really cool about it. You're really like, no, it's fine. It's it's been tricky. You could have even had, and I don't mean to disrespect anybody about this, I really don't, but the vibe I'm getting is like you could really have people around you that are quite sick or quite ill. You could even have people that has passed away due to this virus, and you're still in a really good place. We are always an extension of the 0 point, but it's like you're starting to understand that, and you start to act accordingly, if that makes sense. And that is a freaking awesome place to be. There's nothing really that you cannot be or have or experience. And you're starting to understand the speed of the manifestations coming in. Like you only wish it for quite some time, a little time, a very short time, and then it's right there. I'm going to continue to pull cards for the extended. So if you feel like you resonate with this, you probably will resonate with the extended as well. But if this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading. Take care, Pisces. Bye.